High School.
Hi, my name is Danielle Lonsdale and I'm a junior at Roosevelt High School.
Today we will be presenting our research project over the effects of feedstuffs on profitability and carcass quality.
The objective of this experiment is to determine what feed makes the best meat. So when we did our meat carcass evaluation, we're just trying to decide what feed makes the best non-fat meat. Another reason is for future reference. So let's say like our feed isn't working a couple years from now, we have a few other feeds we know will work and make pretty good meat. Our hypothesis was we thought pens 1 and 6 was going to do the best because those were our controlled pens, and our controlled pens have been eating the food for the past years.
In order to conduct this experiment, you will need pigs, water, feed, a comfortable environment for the pigs, a large scale, and carcass evaluating tools. When conducting this experiment on a college level, you would normally experiment on a larger scale and the cost would be a greater amount. But since our feed and our pigs were donated to us, this was not the case for us. We partnered with several different companies to provide the feed, and we did not take into account overhead costs, vet costs, and purchasing price. We received 12 pigs on September 1st from the Iowa State University, but before we received our pigs, we cleaned the environment in which the pigs would be living in. We also decided on 5 different types of feeds that we will be feeding our pigs for this experiment. One of the feeds was a controlled feed that we have been feeding our pigs for the past couple of years. We then divided our pigs into 6 groups, each containing a boar and a gilt, and then separated it into different pens. Each pen had an automatic water source, and we provided each pen with food, water, straw, and a clean environment. Every day and night the pigs would be fed a certain amount of their designated feed, which would increase constantly.
After 22 weeks of having our pigs, on February 7th, the 12 pigs were sent to slaughter at the Story City Locker. When we went to the Story City Locker, we were determining their loinite area, their last rib back fat, and their 10th rib back fat. When it comes to determining the scores of each of those 3 different things, it kind of depends on where you're living on what your area gets. Like let's say in Japan or China, they like darker meat and more marbling. Marbling is the fat, the white fat inside the meat of the loinite area. In America, we like lighter meat and less marbling.
So it really does depend on the consumer and what they enjoy and what they prefer. Looking over the data of this experiment, we came to a conclusion that there was not a clear winner. In the past years, the winner was based on size and weight of the pigs, but this year we considered average yield gain and quality meat and revenue.
If you do look at the details and everything and really do try and find a definitive winner, we thought that pens 1 and 5 were doing really good. Pens 1 and 6 were our controlled pens, and they are pretty much our winners. Pen 5, they did good in our meat and our average daily gain, but when it came to their feed percentages and everything, that what came in their feed, they didn't do too good on that.
The reason why we came to an undecisive conclusion is because the data of each pen was very similar. Although pen 1 and 5 were slightly better than the rest, it was still an indecisive conclusion because if we were doing this on a larger scale, maybe our conclusion and our data would have been different.
Thank you.